Hello, everybody. Welcome to the North American Esports League Silver Division. This is the first week of your East Oakland Dragons. I'm your host, Super, and for this game, the players are No Bear, King A, and Sussy Baka. We're jumping right in here. We are missing a couple key players that have been playing in the last few weeks. It was a different league, but we're missing a player named Tree who really was pulling his weight with this team previously. We only have two screens right now because one of these players is on Xbox, so he's not able to share his screen for us. But it looks like we're going straight in here. We've seen this drop happen quite a bit. It's done pretty well for them in the past. Um, the uh, the Spider-Man gauntlets, they're just so meta for the movement. It's really, really key to get those early on. The strategy we've seen here is to sort of drop in, hit a tent, get the loot that they need, hopefully grab something out of the tent that they've saved, and then just sort of roam around looking for fights. In this league, kills and wins count for the most points. Of course, wins do, but if you get a win with like one kill, it's very easy to not have that be worth much. So roaming, getting the kills, getting the wins, that's the key part here. We will see how this team works out so far. On the left, we have No Bear, and on the right, we have, I believe that is Big A or King A. But in the past, I think we've called him Orange Man. Um, I uh, I think I'm just gonna continue to call him Orange Man because I'm not 100% sure what his name is right there. I'm gonna assume. Oh yeah, no, he changed his name. Sorry, it's No Bear, Orange Man, and King A. Sorry about that, everybody. Yeah, it looks like not grabbing much from the tent. Still looting. Orange Man on the right, just sort of getting mats. No Bear is looking for something. Here's people on the right. Looks like No Bear's gonna push them, maybe? No, he might be just trying to get away back to his teammates, which is a good play in my opinion. Based on that sound, you could hear that there's more than one. That's a risky push on your own. This is the Silver Division. Um, next, I believe after the next two games, we will go into our Gold Division where we will see that familiar face Tree again. See how he'll do. But until then, we are just focusing on these guys. Looks like we're making a push here. King A and No Bear getting a good push in, getting the team wipe really quickly right there. That's a good kill for everybody. Seems like everyone there got at least one kill on that team, which is a pretty pretty good thing to do, especially that quick. That teamwork is hard to get. The coordination to get a whole team wipe in what seems like one kill or one kill's worth of time actually is just very impressive. It's a hard thing to pull off. Orange Man just going back to roaming, seeing chests. He has his Spider-Man gauntlets, so he can pretty much just get it anywhere he wants. No Bear on the left here. I can't really tell what he's going for. It looks like he's not really looking for chests in particular. Yeah, there you go. He's looking for the Spider-Man gauntlets, of course. Like I was saying earlier, those things are just so meta for movement. It really just makes you don't even have to worry about Storm or other players really, especially if the other players don't have them too. It just makes this game like nothing. It makes it like nothing. You could just get around anywhere. We're trying to get some vantage point, taking the zip line. Looks like we're just seeing them sort of look out among their drop points, see if they can't spot anyone either leaving or entering, but it looks like they're going to start deciding to roam here. Orange Man's sort of lagging behind a little bit as No Bear and King A sort of start moving forward. Uh, but Orange Man has the gauntlet so he can get there pretty much in no time at all. Not exactly sure where they're planning to go here, but it looks like they're just going to kind of roam like I suspected. We've seen this push before, but we've also seen it not work. We have seen, I believe it was Orange Man, No Bear, and Tree. They have lost a game here pretty early off of a push into this town. So good thing to watch out. But so far, haven't seen any or heard any footsteps. So seems like they're in the clear here, free to loot as much as they please. Ooh, looks like they're gonna push up on people, and they're just not gonna build. Oh, that's a free knock right there for for No Bear. Someone in a car pulling up on him. Can't tell if that's their teammate or not, but it seems like No Bear going right in there, trying and focusing this car that's attacking his teammate, but it gets flipped over. No Bear taking some big damage. No Bear. Oh, they're gonna get wiped out there. I couldn't even see any other players get wiped out. I totally thought that was gonna be a free team wipe. Did not notice how much they were taking damage. That is going to be our first game, ladies and gentlemen. We will be right back with our second game. Welcome back, everybody. We are just about to get into this next game. Last game ended a little bit prematurely, but I think that might have just been because they got a little caught out in that last gunfight. They're all a little bit split up, all going for their own players, and I think just too much damage got taken on an individual level, and it ended up just being like a little bit overwhelming. Oh, we are backing out. That might have been not the correct lobby. That might have been just a basic trios game. I was wondering why that matchmaking went so quick. I will be right back, and I will figure out what is going on, everybody. I'll be right back. Hello once again, everybody. We are just getting back here. We had a little technical difficulties and accidentally joined a Normals Trios lobby, but we are back in it with the Nael lobby. And last game, like I said, ended a little bit prematurely just because I think they got picked off one by one by another squad, but hopefully they have learned their lesson there and have sort of coordinated a little bit better on whether or not they can push all together or one at a time. We were seeing No Bear on the left here getting a really good down early on in that fight, and I think it just wound up, he ended up getting caught off fighting two people at once, and he got good damage on one of them, but ended up taking it down by a third-party member coming in after him. And I think the other two just ended up getting sort of wiped pretty clean right after that happened. So they might end up coordinating a little bit better, pushing all at once in a similar place. Building as 3 people in one location is a little bit difficult, but if you can do it well, basically ensures your survival. It's a really, really great way to get cover. It looks like Orangeman on the right's fighting someone right there. Can't quite get the shots on him. He seems to have ran away. As we see No Bear on the left sort of hustling away, but Orangeman is chasing him. No, Orangeman decided to leave him be. They're just grabbing some Spider-Man gauntlets right there. Seems like this is a relatively new location. I haven't seen anyone drop here so far, but it seems like they already had some occupied space, so it's interesting to see that this sort of nondescript location has relatively high population. As we're hearing shots as well, which is, you know, close encounters that close to a location like this that isn't really even marked is it's pretty interesting. Looks like Orange Man is they started roaming already. No Bear has 0 mats and 0 guns, so looks like they're gonna try and get into Shifty and see if they can't get some loot on earlier than anyone else. Although if anyone else at all landed Shifty, they're in trouble. Looks like we are backing out again. I'm not sure what happened there. I will find out again. Give me 1 second, everybody. Sorry, everybody. It seems like there were some other players in that match who had disconnected, so they are remaking the match, going again right now. Sorry for the delays. This hopefully shouldn't be too long, as everyone is going to be matchmaking at the same time here, so I wouldn't expect too much time. But until then, I will see you guys very soon. Welcome back, everyone. Third time's the charm. Hopefully this is the one that is the full game. We're in the setup phase right here. We saw them land in an interesting place right there, even though it wasn't a full game. We saw them land in that bridge location, which isn't really marked on the map, right by Shifty. And it seemed like they had some contesting there. They were fighting some people, but not really. There was a few unarmed people that they ended up sort of getting in little conflicts with. But they did have the Spider-Man gauntlets there to be grabbed, which is a good thing to have. Low-key location, not a lot of people, plus the movement meta that comes with the Spider-Man gauntlets. And it seemed like you could just transition right into Shifty to get some loot, but it looks like we're gonna go Rocky here. Rocky's an interesting land because it's pretty high populated, and mats are a little bit slim until you sort of get on the outskirts. You either have to deal with buildings, or deal with the palm trees, or deal with cactuses, and other than that, there really isn't much. But it looks like they're all sort of on their own. We see Orange Man and King A sort of going on their own. No Bear seeing someone. Not taking the shots, though. Trigger discipline, very interesting how he's not going to just go right for that. Doesn't want to get into an engagement that he thinks he might not be able to win. That's a smart play right there. But it sounds like he's getting followed, and he got sighted. He's going to try and run back to his teammates, but he's getting hit pretty hard. He's getting in the car. He's picking up his friends. And he's going to drive right towards them. And he's going to get jumped over. Oh, no. This is not good. No Bear's going down. Orangeman trying to get some weapons that he could help out, but it's just too early in the fight. He does not have much he can do. He's getting hit pretty hard too. Not able to get any shots on. 22. He's gonna get down though. King A's the last up, and he's sort of. You think he is seen. They're gonna sort of make a slow push towards him. This is a very bad situation to be in. Orangeman getting pings on where the enemy is. Oh, No Bear getting taken out. They're going to start reviving their teammates as well. It looks like they're going to camp the reboot card as well. This is a really sticky situation to be in. But I think we can't quite see... King A is in some serious build battle right here. Gonna see if he can't just get a quick res off, get some heals in. Very good, but he's getting excited. One shot and he's done for. One shot of any gun and he's done for. Gonna try and get some heals in. That's a very, very good idea. His teammates are down. Gonna have to clutch this one out if he wants to win. These heals are very good, but a 1v3 is a rough thing to have happen to you. In some quick mats. Seems like the other players might have left. Oh, I speak way too soon. They are right there. He's gonna start running away, but might be just a little too slow. He's getting away pretty good, but I don't think he wants to abandon those reboot cards, so I think he's gonna try and loop around. Yep. Oh, never mind. Yeah, looks like he's just gonna try and abandon ship here. He's getting shot at. He's getting hit too. He's two shot from any gun. Possibly one shot if he gets hit in the head. Oh, and that's gonna be the end of this game. That's a rough ending right there. It ended up getting sort of tracked down by a 3-man. Again, I think the same thing happened in the last game happened where it was just sort of like they all got caught in their own little battles and ended up getting third-partied by a well-coordinated other team. But that is going to be it for the Silver Division, I'm pretty sure. I believe we are going to go into the Gold Division now, which we'll see our friend Tree again. And I believe Greninja as well. Until then, I will see you guys very soon. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our game. This is the North American Esports League Gold Division with your team, the East Oakland Tsunami. I'm your host, Super, and for this game, our players are Greninja, who you're watching right now, Doc Holiday, and Supersized Burb. We know a few of those names. 1 second. Audio seems to be not working. Give me 1 second here. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. We are just getting into it now. They have landed Daily Bugle, which we've seen multiple times here. It has done well for them in the past. Looks like Doc Holiday over there is just throwing flares in the air for no reason. Getting some mats though. This is a really classic. Oh, like he. This might be the flares that he shot up in the air coming back down to him. Looks like he's just gonna be looting the building. They always loot. We do not have Supersized Bird's screen. I believe he is on console as well, so we're just gonna have to stick with Greninja and Doc Holiday. Doc Holiday on the left and Greninja on the right. Those are two very familiar names. We've seen him play with Tree before. Tree is not here today, but we are left with the two other players on his team. Like I said earlier, we're at Daily Bugle. I'm assuming they're going to do the same strategy where they just loot, get mats around here, take out anyone that's lurking around, and then end up grabbing the Spider-Man gauntlets and roaming around looking for action. That seems to have worked out well in the past. We've seen these players get some pretty crazy wins off that strategy before, and these players tend to work pretty well with each other within the bounds of team play and team encounters. So I expect to see some pretty good coordination. I haven't seen Supersized Burb, but I'm assuming he's probably around the same level as these guys, which in that case would mean that coordination is going to be on point right here. Everyone is sort of doing their own thing right now. We see Greninja getting some mats. We see Doc Holiday getting some loot. And other than that, they're just kind of roaming around. I haven't heard anyone else other than the people that they landed here with, although it is a relatively small game. I think it's no more than 50 or 60 people in this lobby. Greninja seeing that dinosaur, seeing some AI getting trampled by it. Seems a little curious about that. Doc Holiday just not really giving a care about any of those chests. Looks like he's just gonna sort of go towards Greninja right here. Found the speed tech. Permanent sliding. I mean, at least he's down the hill, but still. The post Spider-Man gauntlet. He's got the treasure map as well. See what he gets out of here. It's gonna be big. Lots of loot. Multiple gold weapons. Some. Wow. Some gold mark. Gold sniper. Gold pump. Oh my lord. Seems like he sort of hit the jackpot here. We got some chug splashes as well, which is going to be super helpful for the team. But that is just loot right there. That's a definition of loot, and I think that's going to come in very handy. That's a really good early get. 2 gold Mark 11s, or I think it's pretty sure that's what they're called. Either Mark 11 or Mark 7s. I can't quite remember. But 2 of them, which is the most important thing. Purple bird as well. Doesn't look like he's gonna go for it. Oh, there you go. Doc Holiday coming in to see the loot that he has waiting for him. Looks like it is just gonna be the Mark 11 and the sniper. Jeez. Oh. Never mind. That was a downed player. So far, so good. Haven't really seen anyone. They're very well set up to get an engagement, however. They have pretty good mats, although Doc Holiday could use a little bit more. But loot-wise and firepower-wise, it's just, it couldn't really get much better than this, unless they're getting some mythics out of tents, but it's not really worth it in games like these. Seems like more Chug Splash, which is crazy. That's like, what? Like 2 stacks of them, I think. Or at least 1.5. But, seems like Doc Holiday is sort of... Oh. He's not really focusing on mats right now, which is interesting. Dropping some shotgun shells for his teammates, which is actually a really good play. He only has a blue shotgun, whereas Ninja has that gold pump, which could very much help his team. Having more ammo in that gold pump versus that blue tack is a very important thing. So minis, although I don't know how useful those are going to be, it seems like the healing potential of these players is very good. We got Greninja stacking Chug Splashes and minis, which is more than enough for their teammates, although health-wise, the Chug Splashes are not 100%, so it seems like there's a little bit of a limited healing potential, but shield-wise, very solid. See Greninja and Doc Holiday both flying into the same roof. Floating gun up there. Don't know what that's about. Looks like they've pretty much gotten most of everywhere to themselves here, which is a pretty remarkable thing. We usually, especially in the other 2 games that we've seen, it's been pretty much encounters, like, not instantly, but very close to. And they have another treasure chest right there. Even more Chug Splashes. More golden weapons. Gold AR, which in my opinion is probably the worst gold weapon you can get. ARs are just not my thing. But they're just looted up right here. They know their route for sure. It looks like Greninja trying to go in deep to find some players at all. It's getting a little bit late in the game, at least for the amount of players that are left. There's only 24 left, which means that there is a limited amount of points that they can get. So they're going to have to start looking around for some people pretty soon. We got some bush gremlins hiding in a bush right there. I was entranced by Greninja's acrobatic skills right there, just trying to circle around that tree for as long as he could. Not really much going on here. Seems like not many people, even on other teams, are getting kills here. Population has stayed pretty much the same this whole time, and they are just roaming as usual. They're gonna have to. Oh, that is AI. Sorry, I thought Greninja had someone in their sights, but it's one of those things where it's a really important thing to try and get into as much action as possible, especially early on right here, where a lot of the teams that are going to get eliminated. If you have the ability to eliminate the easily eliminatable teams, you should definitely go for that, because it is just the free points, man. That's really important, especially when you wait this late in the game with no kills. The potential for points is just gets limited and limited the further you go into the game. But it looks like they're focusing on loot right here, which I can't blame them, but I also don't know why. And it seems like they haven't really gotten anything other than more heals, but those are important. Could come in very handy later on. Bigs are definitely, in my opinion, more important than minis. Taking the shoot out of there. They're getting pushed by Storm, but they're just in circle, so maybe they'll see someone coming in. If you did not know, you do have the ability to shoot the webs that someone uses with the spider gauntlets. If you shoot the location that they're sticking to, they will break and they will take fall damage from that. So it's a very hard thing to pull off, and I've only ever been able to do it really once successfully. And it's a very niche thing as well. Like if you see ninjas all the way at the top of a building right here, this would be a good time for it. But other than that, there really isn't much opportunity to do it, especially with this many low people. Looks like only one team is getting eliminated since the last we saw. There's now 21 people left. There's 24. So, getting down, but, you know, as time goes on, the amount of points you can get just get lower. Oh, there's getting some shots at from top right there. Doc Holiday getting good damage in. That's super important in that early fight. Looks like he's going to not quite start pushing up, but Greninja's going in deep right there. Pulling out his submachine gun to try and sneak up on him. Couldn't quite get the down. Got some great damage on that Spider-Man right there, though. Going to try and push back up from the side. Try and get a flank. Maybe they don't really know where he is at the moment. He's waiting for his Spider-Man to recharge. He's going to go in. Doc Holiday getting a quick elimination. Super, super handy. And we see Greninja having a fight right here. Great damage, 91, broken shield. Basically one hit at this point. Greninja, oh, Doc Holiday getting down from behind, up on the mountain. Couldn't quite see him out. He's pinging the loot that's there. I wonder where Doc Holiday got hit from. I couldn't quite see. It must have been Supersized Burb that took him down. Oh, Burb got downed. Looks like there's some more players coming in, but we're gonna have to use the chug splashes. Good hits on the no skin right there. Oh, but Doc Holiday's down again. One more pump. Good shots by Greninja right there, saving his whole team, but there could be more coming in. That was only one person. I think he's going to try and get everyone up and then work on those chug splashes. Super important that they get those heals off again. Looks like they're going to use the healing spray first. Very important. And Super Sai is going to use that med kit. That was a really good engagement, though. We saw pretty solo fights right there. We saw Greninja push. We saw Doc Holiday sort of take pot shots. And Burb kind of playing reconnaissance. Which seemed to work out really well, actually. It seemed like Burb was able to pick off the stragglers, whereas Doc Holiday got that initial burst of damage on those players, which is super important, especially in fights this big. Getting any damage at all gives you the advantage, and Greninja was able to just go in deep and clean up. But right now, you see this, they're pushing another team. No fear, just going right in. Supersized Burb going in, as well as Doc Holiday. Everyone's going push, push, push right here. You're seeing some kids flying in. Multiple teams converging on this point right here. Supersized Burb gets taken down. So does Greninja. Greninja's about to get finished. And that's going to be the end of that game right there. That was a really good game, though. The kills that they did got were very, very well put together. that last bit, just like multiple teams coming together on one build battle, and it's just too much chaos to really organize any sort of strategy in that type of environment. So can't blame him for getting some damage done to them. But we will go on to the next game very soon. They place 7th right here, and we will see you guys very, very soon. Welcome back, everyone. We are just going to drop right now. This is our second and final game of the Gold Division here. Last game, they placed 7th with a couple kills, which was pretty good. And this game, looks like they are going pretty much the exact same route they did last time. Which honestly isn't too bad of an idea. Because, you know, they did what they needed to do pretty much as well as they could have last game. It's just got a little bit unlucky at the end there with that third partying. Just a lot of teams converging on one point, and it just wound up being a little bit too much for them to handle. But it looks like they're taking a similar route, which is a pretty good idea. And we will see what is going on. As usual, we have Doc Holiday on the left and Greninja on the right, and Supersized Bird we do not have a screen of. He's playing on console, I believe. And we're getting right into it now. You see Greninja landing first, getting some gloves. Not taking up that health kit, though. Not sure why, but I mean, maybe he'll come back for it. Green AR hits a chest. Doc Holiday just landing in. Chug Splash is super, super helpful. Super helpful. We see Doc Holiday getting some minis, which basically puts him up to 90 plus those Chug Splashes, so pretty much full right there, already on some good healing. Looks like he's getting rid of those tents. Not going to grab anything out of them. We've seen in the past people grab pretty good loot out of tents and then start roaming around with that loot. Seems like they're just going to loot on their own, try and get some mats, try and get some kills, and we'll see what happens there. It seems like, once again, this is a very uncontested location. Only 44 people dropped in this game, so very unpopulated. Not a lot can happen. It's gonna be a little while before we see anyone unless they start roaming really hard, going everywhere they can. But until then, it's just gonna be some mats being gathered. You see Greninja sort of taking the high road right here, seeing if he can get a vantage point on some other loot. Sees the blue AR, but doesn't really want it. Going around, everybody's sort of doing their own thing. I'm not sure what Supersized is doing, but doing his own thing, I'm assuming. He doesn't have, Greninja doesn't have any shield right now. I think he could. He has those Chug Splashes, so I think he's saving them for his teammates to come. But there's a big, which is pretty much as you could ask for. He's not breaking the Chug Barrel, though. Gonna go meet up with Supersized, possibly throw these Chug Splashes down. I think he's gonna wait for Doc Holiday to come through. Ninja scouring the globe here, looking for something, telling everyone to come meet up at the reboot van so that they can use these heals that he has. Seems like both Doc Holiday and Greninja both have Chug Splashes, so that should be enough to get everyone to 100. They're all meeting up here, going over to Super. And there you go. Everyone full shield. Beautiful. Perfect time to start roaming. Just get a few more mats, and it should be just key time to start looking around. Supersized has eyes on a purple AR right there. ARs are, me and ARs don't really get along, but I know people really stand by them. They do have some damage output that's really crazy if you can hit your shots, but they just feel too inaccurate to really be consistently used in my hands, at least. like some solid mats being gathered here. Relatively low comparatively, but it seems like they really aren't that much of a building team. They're more of a pushing team, so maybe they won't need as many mats as I'm expecting them to gather. But you know, could be a little while before we see some action. But the longer, the worse, and the longer, the better. The more prepared you can be for an encounter, as well as the less points you can get from an encounter. So, positives and negatives, but I'm sure these guys know the perfect ratio for that formula. Pretty decent amount of mats so far. Ninja is more metal than wood, which is interesting. But it seems like they're just about to start pushing out. They're sort of hanging around the perimeter here, which, you know, I would more so expect that to be done all the time, but usually when they're sort of getting around the perimeter, it usually means that they're getting towards their exit point, which is usually right behind Doc Holliday. They usually Spider-Man up and bounce out of there as quick as possible. As you can see, Ninja sort of in the starting process of doing that. Just building up some speed for a slide, I'm assuming. Ninja a little bit far here. Definitely around the perimeter. He's coming back in, but definitely ventured out a little bit. If he had ran into someone, that could have been not great, but I think they are pretty confident in their non-contestation of this location. Looks like Greninja's going to start the first push out towards their next loot location. Legacy chest gets a purple bolty. Could be useful, but he's not going to grab it. He's going to ping it for someone else. True mat gatherers here. The legacy chest gets a gold bolty. Sniper City right here. Haven't really seen a lot of snipers being used in these games as of recently. Definitely been picked up though. I've seen them grabbed. I haven't seen them used per se. But they are one of those weapons that very hard to master. Very good when you do. Seems like that's a pretty consistent thing in most video games. Doc seeing that gold sniper. Not going to grab it. Neither is Supersize, I don't believe. Seems like they're trying to coordinate something here. I believe they have a pretty good circle. Sure what they're trying to do. Maybe just blow up the foundations of the building, get everything to drop, but it looks like Superzo's just throwing stickies at cars and walls here. Maybe just trying to lure people in? I'm not sure. More people left, which is the a number we saw last round as well. They did not get any kills until there was 21 people left, and then they got the team wipe. So if patterns exist, we're getting close to an encounter here, but it's really kind of up in the air what Circle says. They're just getting in here now. It looks like Supersize is going for that supply drop. Waiting for that thing to fall. Could be some good loot in there. Don't want to place any bets, but I've seen a lot of snipers, and it'd be very funny if another one dropped right here. That's just some Fortnite luck right there. Just about to drop here. What did I say? What did I say, ladies and gentlemen? Did I not say purple sniper? Did I not say? Maybe I didn't say purple, but I definitely said sniper. That's the Fortnite look, like I said. Keeping the loot going, though. Got some Spider-Man gloves going. Everyone here has them, I believe. And back to the roaming. Oop. I know that Greninja saw that. There is a Spider-Man web shot on the other side of the circle that he's looking at right now. Could be an encounter that's about to happen. I'm assuming that Greninja is the only one who saw that, and the person swinging did not see Greninja, which in that case would mean that they have to jump on him, but push. Oh, they're getting shot at. Yep, I think they did get sighted, and pushing someone who already is flying with the Spider-Man web is nearly impossible, so we'll see what happens here. It looks like they're sort of kind of retreating to a better spot where they can't get ambushed. Being out in the open like that is a little bit risky. See Doc Holiday trying to sight someone on the way here, but can't quite see anything. That's quite the build battle going on over there. Look at that monstrosity that's placed down. Three people running away from it at the moment. Down to 20 people. Looks like they're just gonna try and sort of hunker down at the moment, seeing if they can't catch someone off guard. But people are coming in on them. Greninja getting sighted. Greninja as he runs away, getting damage all over on him right now. Oh, you guys! I think you might have gotten pickaxed right there. We see Doc Holiday on fire, stuck in this box on fire, supersized, nowhere to be found. Oh, never mind, supersized is right there trying to get some damage in as well. Greninja going down. Doc Holiday gonna push up hard, hiding in the grass, playing it sneaky. Oh, bad place to pop the med. Definitely heard him from a mile away there, and it's only up to Supersized here. As you can see, Supersized taking some pot shots with the Mark 11, but he can't quite get any hits down. He's getting shot pretty hard. Still has some pretty good health, but he's gonna have to sort of get out of there. Otherwise, he'll get pushed. So far, no kills on anyone's side, but we will we'll see how this pans out very, very soon. It looks like we're gonna hunker down here, but he's getting pushed super hard. Shots from behind. Broken shield. That's the end of it. Game 2, no kills. Not the not the same level as loot, not the same level of coordination, but what can you do? Gold is a tricky division to play in. It gets scary very quickly. But looks like that is it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for coming. I was your host, Super, and we will see you guys again next week. Thank you.